Okay, we're going to look a wee bit then at algebraic fractions and see about simplifying these. Let's take a look at this first one. So that's 3x all squared. So I could rewrite this now. If you can see there's a 3x to cancel, that's fine, far ahead, but it just might be easier if we go 3x times 3x. Remember the 3's inside the bracket as well, so it gives us 9x squared all over 9x. The 9's are going to cancel, and the x is going to cancel, so you're just actually left then with an x. Alright. Question 2, any questions like this at all where you have algebraic stuff on the top and the bottom? My first advice is factorize, factorize, factorize. Always try and factorize to see if there's any common factors. You get so many people cancelling out an x squared, they're not factors, and it's really hard. This is the hard bit to get your head around what's happening here, but you can't cancel this x squared with the x squared because they're not factors of the numerator and the denominator. However, if I see there's a common factor of x there, x upon x plus y, those are two factors because it's this times by this. And you may spot as well this is difference of two squares, x plus y upon x minus y. The two factors down here are this and this. Factors up here are this and this. Common factors then we can cancel that with that, and we end then x over x minus y is what we're left with. Same thing again, factorize, factorize, factorize. Let's see if we can get anything to factorize here. So there's a common c. I'm going to take it as c upon c plus 4. That's that factorized. Here I can take out a 2c upon c minus 5. Anyone see what cancels? That's a factor, that's a factor, that's a factor, that's a factor, that's a factor. The only common factors here are the c, and so we cancel those out. And I'm happy enough for it just to be left with that, or if you wanted you can multiply out the brackets then down below. That will be up to you. Adding and subtracting algebraic fractions. So if it's just numbers in the denominator, it's a little bit easier. We just want to try and make these numbers the same. So I'm going to rewrite this when we make the denominator then of 6. So times top and bottom this one by 2. So we get 4x minus 2 over 6. Take away times the top and bottom this one by 3, obviously. 9x plus 6 all over 6. Some people then go 4x minus 2 minus, be so careful here because that turns into a minus as well. So it's 9x plus 6 is being taken away. That's all over the one denominator. I hope you see where that's come from. And then finally tidy it up. So we have 4x take away 9x, that's minus 5x, minus 2 minus 6 minus 8, and that's all over 6. Very similar for this next one, however the denominator is going to be 30. I hope most people have spotted that okay. So you can still see it there okay. Times in top and bottom of this one by 6 is going to be 18z, take away 24 all over 30, plus times in top and bottom of this one by 5, 10z plus 25 all over 30. You can do a wee line like this here, joining them both together. This one I'm hoping is going to be straightforward enough. 18z plus 10z is 28z minus 24 plus 25 plus 1 all over 30. These next ones then are a wee bit tougher, and the reason is we have letters on the bottom, so we need to try and find the lowest common denominator. Again, this is easier said than done sometimes. I sometimes do this and I explain to people it's just like adding two fractions whenever you're in year 8. So what do? Say you have a half plus a third. We need to times top and bottom of this one by 3 to get 3/6. Top and bottom of this one by 2 to get 2/6 to get your common denominator. So what did we do? We really did the 2 times the 3 there. So we're going to do this times this. I'm multiplying top and bottom of this one by the 2a minus 3. So it's 2 upon 2a minus 3 all over a upon 2a minus 3. So that's just the same as the first fraction. They're the same thing, but I've had to multiply top and bottom then by this. This one here I multiply top and bottom by a. And we end up then with that. So trying to join these two together then, we're going to have 4a minus 6 plus a all over a upon 2a minus 3. 4a plus a, 5a minus 6 all upon a, 2a minus 3. Very similar then for our example 4. We need to times top and bottom of this one by x minus 1, top and bottom of this one by x plus 2. So let's do that. 4 upon x minus 1 all over x plus 2 upon x minus 1. Looks a bit complicated first time you're doing it, but hopefully you see what I've done there. I've just written this one out again, only times top and bottom by the same thing. Keeps the fraction the same. This one we're timesing by x plus 2. 2 upon x plus 2 all over x plus 2 upon x minus 1. My bottom lines are now both the same, so I can join this together. 4 upon x minus 1 minus 2 upon x plus 2, again being careful with your negative, but I think we're okay. X plus 2, x minus 1. 4x minus 4 minus 2x minus 4 all over x plus 2 upon x minus 1. And then we're a line away. 4x take away 2x gives me 2x, and then minus 8 all over x plus 2 upon x minus 1. And that's a final answer for us for that. This one's a slightly different example. So you would be tempted to times top and bottom of this one by x squared minus 16, this one by x minus 4. But this is a factor of this already, and it's only with practice that I know that I can see the x squared minus 16 is actually a difference of 2 squares. The year 8 equivalent of this would be 2/5 take away 5/15. Here you wouldn't do 5 times 15 to get your common denominator, so you wouldn't. You would just times this one by 3. So realizing that that's the case, we just need to times top and bottom of this one by x plus 4. And here's why. So if we go 3x upon x plus 4, x minus 4, x plus 4. Do you see what I've done? And that works because the bottom line of this one is just x minus 4 upon x plus 4, because that's the difference of 2 squares. So just by timesing this one doesn't need to be times in the same way the 15 denominator doesn't need to be times whenever you're in year 8. So that's us almost there. Tidying up our top line then, so we're going to have 3x squared plus 12x plus 4 all over x minus 4 upon x plus 4, or if you want, it might look a wee bit tighter if you write x squared minus 16 then as your final line as well. Either of those will be fine. Similarly for these ones, factorize, factorize, factorize. If you can find your common factors here, it will save you an awful lot of hassle every time. And they are just two fractions, so we do top times top, bottom times bottom, but you guys know, hopefully from year 8 or year 9, that if you factorize it first of all, it'll make your life a little bit easier. So let's see if we can, nothing can happen here. So we have y plus 3. However, I suspect we're going to see a y plus 3 somewhere on the bottom line. Here, two numbers that multiply to give 2 and add to give minus 3. So that's going to be y take away 2, y take away 1, multiplied by this factorizes slightly, 2, y minus 2. Do you see that's going to cancel already? And then difference of 2 squares is y minus 3, y plus 3. I can't say it enough or emphasize it enough. Factorize, 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 factorize. Anytime you're doing these. So what's going to cancel now? We have a y plus 3 here and a y plus 3 here. We have a y minus 2 here and a y minus 2 here. It's just a 1 there effectively. So what are we left with in the top? 1 times 2 is 2 all over y minus 1 upon y minus 3. You get so many people cancelling a y here with a y here, but those aren't factors currently. You need to factorise first of all before you would cancel anything down. Very similar then for example 2, although it's a division one, so we're going to turn the second one upside down and multiply. I'm going to try and factorise that at the same time. Two numbers that multiply together to give 10 and add to give 7, so that's going to give us x plus 2 upon x plus 5. Hopefully you see where that's coming from. And then we have a 2x plus 3. I'm going to do a couple of moves here, hopefully you're okay with it. So I've changed this to multiply, so this is going to go on the top. However, there's a common factor of 6 that's going to come out of that. 6 upon 2x plus 3. This is going to go down to the bottom, but there's a 3 that comes out. 3 upon x plus 5, and again you can see there's always so much then that will cancel out. So we have an x plus 5 and an x plus 5. 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3. Also, the 3 and a 6. Do a 1 and a 2, and with very little left there really to go, so we have 2 upon x plus 2, that's cancelled, that cancelled, we're just left with a 1, so our final answer there is 2 upon x plus 2.